Hey everybody, welcome back to Boozy Book Reports. This is Beth.
And Sam.
And we're bringing you another poetry short.
Yay.
I'm kind of excited. We have a really interesting looking drink.
Yes.
And hopefully an interesting poem.
Oh, I have the most interesting poem.
Oh.
It's another banger from our boy William Carlos Williams.
Oh gosh, he's the unofficial poet laureate of the show, I guess.
In my life.
And
yes.
you're like, okay.
Yes.
Okay. But drink first. What is this?
Well,
I'm
this
looking
is
at it.
this is gonna be a giveaway. As Beth hasn't had anything to drink, but she just chucked it all over herself.
It's fine. It's good.
Party foul.
It's a good way to start off the night.
So the drink is going to give away the poem for those who are familiar with,
Poetry?
Mr. Williams' work. We have a thing of Japanese plum wine.
Ooh. So what? There's a giant plum in here.
Yeah, there's plums in the bottom of the glass. So I am not a plum wine or a sake or Japanese cocktail aficionado, despite the lovely book you gave me.
Okay.
But I had this. My friend brought it. I liked it. I thought it'd be perfect for this. It was that or Czech plum brandy. And I have flashbacks about drinking too much of that in Europe. So I went with the plum wine.
Sounds good to me. All right. Bottoms up?
Yeah, cheers.
It's really good.
Yeah. It's tart.
I don't like normal wine. So this is this isn't wine.
That was what I found online when I was looking up sort of origins and things like that. My choice was, does this taste good?
Yeah.
And I know it tastes good. But I was looking up a little bit and they said, yeah, this is wine for people who don't like wine.
Yeah. This honestly makes me think of Booms or something of that.
It's fruit wine. Yeah.
Yes, very
my sister is always trying to get me to go to the winery in South Dakota with her and do the fruit wine tasting. So I think this is probably be similar.
It's good.
I like fruit wine.
It's good. All right. I'm ready. I am calling upon the poet gods to impart their wisdom on me tonight.
The muses, the spirits.
Yes. All right. I'm ready.
All right. This poem is called This Is Just to Say by William Carlos Williams. I have eaten the plums that were in the icebox and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me, they were delicious, so sweet and so cold. The end.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have a lot of feelings again. This made me irrationally angry.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Tell me about your feelings.
I know poetry is an expression of self that can be interpreted in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
This one I'm interpreting is you're a jerk and you ate my leftovers.
Yeah, there's nothing more infuriating than the office, leftover thief.
Oh my gosh. When I was younger, living with my parents right out of college, because, that's what us millennials do. I would go out to dinner or something with friends and I'd bring it home, bring home some leftovers. I'd be so excited to have them the next day and they'd always be gone. And the culprit was always my dad. And I was like, Fred, stop. And I had to start writing my name and it got to the point where I'd be like, Fred, don't eat.
Yeah.
But he still ate them. So
we have had some severe, as severe as I guess goes for us, severe marital discord over me saving candy. And Kevin not thinking I eat the candy fast enough and then taking the whole bag of freaking candy to work with him.
To work?
Well, he puts it in his lunchbox. His lunchbox is freaking Davy Jones' locker. Shit goes to disappear in there. And then I ask, what happened to the little raspberry bars that were not definitely purchased for you, but for me? And he's like, well, you weren't eating them fast enough, so I took it. Yeah. So I think there's rage.
Yeah. Well, communal living is challenging. Whether it be a partner or family or freaking roommates, it's just don't touch my food.
There's a level of in this poem, I think we can read it again if you want to relive the rage. It's short. But there's a level of this is an apology note.
Yeah.
And the author freaking knows that person you were probably saving for breakfast.
Yeah.
Forgive me, they were delicious, so sweet and so cold. You think the person doesn't fucking know that?
Yeah.
I'm enraged.
Yeah. Well, and it's what if they would have been how sometimes you buy the fruit, it's not quite ripe. You're waiting for that moment for peak
when
amazingness.
The avocado is the right amount of squishy. Oh my gosh,
yes.
Yeah.
And then somebody just backstabs you and takes it. F you.
Yeah.
That and writes you a poem.
Yeah.
apologies can never be in the form of a poem to me. Like I'm just blanket statement to the world. It's not appropriate.
I do think that there is like, again, this is what I liked about the other poem too, is that with his work, there is he does find the beauty in the mundane.
Yeah.
Sort of the God in the pots and pans sort of idea that, there's beauty and magic in a red wheelbarrow and in a, I realize also I do not say wheelbarrow correctly. I say it like my redneck family, and we all say wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow.
Barrel. Yeah, a barrel with wheels.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrow.
What is it?
It's a barrow.
Shut up.
Yeah.
It's a wheelbarrow. No?
No. It's a
Do
wheelbarrow.
people in the world say wheelbarrow?
I think if you are from upstate New York, you might say that.
It's like, darling, can you get the wheelbarrow? No.
Yeah, it's a barrow. Barrow.
No, it's a barrel.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I agree. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one in this.
Oh,
and also I think you're the height of sophistication. So
absolutely. I mean, I have half a like what is this plum wine on me?
Yeah, on a lovely black blouse.
Black blouse, because I wear blouses that are frilly and wonderful while I chomp on my plums.
Your plums, yeah.
Yes.
No, I think that there's a beauty in that. And also, again, we also wrote a lot of like parody poems to this.
Yeah.
Like, forgive me, I stole your highlighter. I know it was the pink you liked, but. What's
the worst trivial thing someone's stolen from you? I'll go. I got it.
Yeah,
sorry.
You have to say it.
I haven't thought about this, but I'm remembering it now. And I'm not this petty, but I'm going to be this petty. I am very specific in the pens I like to write with. And my handwriting will be either freaking amazing or it will be a travesty depending on the pen.
Yeah.
And so I had this pen when I was in school. I probably was like a junior or senior in school. And I used that pen all the time. And I've never had better handwriting. It had the perfect ink flow. I mean, I can still remember it. It was so good. And I remember like I was in an English class and this girl needed a pen and she was kind of annoying to me, but whatever. And I gave her the pen and she like took it apart and broke it.
Oh,
and I was like, you broke my pen. And then she effing mocked me to the other like kids that were sitting around her who were kind of my friends, but like I was kind of on the outs for a minute. I don't know why, but they were like laughing at me for the pen. And I was just like, Beth, you can't get that upset about a pen. Clearly I am. I'm upset to say I remember her face. I remember she was sitting on the floor. I'm like, you stupid little bitch. Where's my pen? Yeah. So
that lady is probably stealing cheese out of the.
She probably is. She's
the cheese thief at work.
Yeah. Like, ugh.
That did happen at one point.
Somebody stole your cheese?
Well, it wasn't my cheese, but I know somebody got cheese stolen in another fridge. And a coworker of ours went and bought a large pile of cheese and put it back in for that person. But no, I
can't ever even imagine taking something that's not mine, that especially if it's labeled in the fridge.
Yeah, that's kind of gross. Though I do eyeball. There's a couple people that have some tasty looking lunches, and I do eyeball them. Like, oh man, those look nice.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
envy is a state of human nature or whatever.
I want the little charcuterie boards from the Hillshire Farms. They look good.
But it's just, I can never imagine you like, raccooning in there and just like, shoving chips and crackers and summer sausages in your mouth. Like it's not going to happen.
I think the worst thing I've ever had stolen from me was my graphing calculator in high school because my mom would have, if she had ever found out. I ended up ponying up money and buying one from my friend, and then we painted it pink because it wasn't the exact color, and I just tried to pass it off as like, yes, I really wanted my calculator to be this Pepto pink, Mom, thanks. And I had to hide it, and I think to this day my mom still doesn't know that that's what happened to my graphing calculator.
Those were freaking expensive.
I know, and that's why I was in,
and you needed that. You were in classes where that was required.
Exactly. How was I going to get through math if I couldn't play block, dude? I'm just kidding. Yeah, but we were like actually expected to use them.
Yeah.
We were required to have them on our exams even. And so that was devastating. But I think the pettiest thing, I'm going to go with a recent example it was Valentine's Day. Somebody got me these little raspberry white chocolate bars.
Ooh.
And in like a little box with like other chocolates and things. And I had been saving them to share with Kevin, and he didn't know that, and he thought I just didn't want them, and he ate them. And I came back, and I think I was coming back from a work trip, and I said, oh, where are the raspberry bars? And he's like, oh, I ate them. And I was like, I was saving those. And I think I had dinner by myself that night because I was just like so mad and I was hungry and all that and probably PMSing and stuff. But man, I was enraged. And then it was fine later. But yeah, the raspberry bar was not my favorite moment. I really wanted to eat that.
Well, I mean, I just think that these stories have proven this poem to be true of the enragement. That is not a real word.
Enragitude.
The enragitude that's the correct one. That people stealing your food.
The just primal fury. Let's go with primal fury.
Like, I'm still mad and I, of course, made the character that he's apologizing to a woman. I just felt the burn of that. But yeah, she's angry. She's not happy. She has like, when your mouth is salivating because you were just so excited to taste the thing.
Yes.
And now the thing is not available. And it's like, there's no quenching that thirst, that hunger.
And I there's like, in my mind, there's like, she works really hard to make sure everybody's happy in the family. And her idiot husband stole the one thing she reserved for herself, her stupid plums.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh, fury.
Again, this author really moves me.
I know. Like, this is why this might just become the William Carlos Williams show. Now we gotta sneak in some Edna St. Vincent Millay.
Okay,
she's my girl.
Okay, well, I'm excited for our next one.
All right.
If you're excited too, make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Boozy Book Report. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Eat your plums.